Seems to be going. Hello, Agent Gamer. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to turn the volume up. Oh, we're already given 8. That was fast. Okay, so I'm assuming this whole level is just a vertical drop. There we go. Okay. Very simple. Oh, there's something there. Kind of. I mean, not nowhere as near as the purple Pikmin in Pikmin 2, obviously. But yeah, they are very useful in Pikmin 3. Especially since they could really take care of some dangerous enemies that, well, the enemies that would normally be dangerous. Oh, I can go up? Oh. I might have just lost something. Yeah. Which I wouldn't be surprised that's why we don't really see much of the purples anymore. Although it's kind of sad that we don't see much of those anymore. Especially since the whites weren't that overpowered and they don't get shown a lot either. Yeah, not being crushed was the most useful ability of the rock Pikmin. Just my only gripe of them is the fact that they can't really cling on to anything, so you had to regather them all the time. I guess I can only go one way. Oh, there's something there. What's all the... Oh! Can I... Okay, so... Just gotta fly up and then grab the crown. Yeah. I mean, at least they were in Pikmin 3. I mean, it's not like with this game where they're just absent, or at least to my knowledge. Yeah, I missed a treasure. Let's go back for that. There we go. Just drop. That was one of the better looking games. I also feel that Crystal Chronicles is also a really good looking game on the GameCube. Yeah, Pikmin 2 was one of the better looking ones. Oh. Yeah, Melee graphically has not aged all that well. Although the same could also be said with Brawl. My only problem with Smash for the 3DS is the fact that I actually broke a DS over it, or 3DS. So I had like one of the original like 3DS models, and I ended up breaking the circle pad through doing smash attacks. Fortunately, the new 3DS was coming out during the time. Hi, Cody. Doing alright? How about you? No. Probably just grab those anyway, just in case it's a heavier treasure. It would be nice to have more exclusives on there, but I can also understand why there aren't. Still. I can honestly really think of 3 exclusives for the new 3DS that aren't the Super Nintendo Virtual Console games. So another Xenoblade, and then there's Fire Emblem Warriors, and then we also had Super Meat Boy or something on the eShop. Oh yeah, Minecraft was also a new 3DS exclusive. Forgot about that one. Yeah, pretty much that's the trick I came up with those enemies. Since it's really hard to get winged Pikmin to get on top of them. So it's just a matter of just getting behind them, and I screwed this up again. Yeah, for that first level in this area, I was trying to get no deaths, and that was pretty much how I had to do it. Because typically the easiest way to take care of the chicken-looking enemies is just to throw a bunch of Pikmin on top of it, and they'll just stomp it to death. That would be nice. I would say probably the thing I would like the most if it had anything like the Vita would be just the second stick. I mean, it's nice that we now have like a C stick here, but I just kind of don't like it, how it's just a nub. I mean, it was much nicer with this extra circle pad attachment. The thing is, it was an attachment, and the thing is, it was an attachment, and it also made the system a lot clunkier. Yeah, I do feel like the lack of games and just lack of promotion just did not help at all. And I remember when the Vita also first came out, there was literally no games you could buy for it with the stores near me. So it was just the first week, you could just buy the system. Can't play anything on it. I don't think that was the case with everywhere else, I just know that was how it was with the store near me. I always found that a bit odd. Yeah, it's a nice system. It was. No, I didn't even have to throw any Pikmin at that one. I think for the longest time, the only must-have game on there was Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, which was a remake. Yeah, that really changed. I think that really started to... It really started to hit off after the price drop and then Mario 3D Land. I think Mario Kart 7 also came out during that time as well. Oh. Yeah, I think before Mario 3D, or yeah, 3D Land, I think I only had like 3 games for the system. That was pretty much it. Obviously, one of them being Zelda, because what I had to have Zelda. Yeah, its launch year was pretty barren. Although I did get those ambassador games, which is pretty nice. So I think that was how I first played Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, and then Metroid Fusion. That was a really fun Metroid game. Probably one of my favorites next to Zero Mission. Oh wait, there's where I'm supposed to go. Oh. Yeah. Well, missed that opportunity. Understandable. I mean, I'm not too much with, like, graphics or anything, but it would be nice to have something that's similar to, like, the Xbox or PlayStation, because then it would be easier, like, port games over to like, a Nintendo console. Then there's going to be more third-party support for it. Or at least that's my 2 cents. Although that doesn't seem to be too much of a problem with the Switch right now. Of course, right now, and there are some games that obviously can't be ported over to the Switch. I just nearly killed those Pikmin. Wait, I gotta go for this again. Because I reset the stage. Yeah, the memory card was like my biggest gripe with the Vita, and was my biggest reason to never buy one. In fact, the Vita I did end up getting, I just bought, it came with a memory card, so that was my reason of getting that one. I think it came with like a 32. And I think I also later got like a Vita TV, although no memory card. So only have like 3 games on it. It could be a little awkward. I think I've only played one game that used it. Which that was, Tearaway. Actually, now I think about it, I do recall accidentally pressing it without meaning to. So yeah, it probably is a bit awkward. I think there were like some point-and-click games or whatever that used the touch controls, including the back one for some reason, and I can see that one getting awkward. Don't remember what those games were. It's also true, which that's also really bad since the 3DS originally just had a pretty terrible battery life. I think it was like 4 or 5 hours, probably 5. Certainly wasn't much. I think like the first big game on the Vita was Uncharted. Really don't remember too much about that. I remember that was one of the first big ones. And then there was also Tearaway, which was also one of the earlier must-have titles as well. Oh! New area. I can send all of them here. Seem like... Oh no. Yeah. There's that element for all of them. And there's also the grass. Oh, was it? I mean, I haven't played a single one, so I wouldn't know. Well, minus like the first level of the first one, which I immediately didn't like the controls with the shoulder buttons being to fire, so I just didn't get any further than that. Oh yeah, it also had Killzone. I think it had some other shooter on there as well near launch. Don't remember. Engage, yeah, it was portable system. I don't remember which one specifically. I think it was the one that had that was sort of a phone, but also not. Don't. But I think it was a system where its big title was sticky balls. I'm actually curious if these droplets can hurt me. Yeah. Oh, engage! I think that's the phone. Actually, let me check that. Oh, wait. Oh, the water does hurt you. Yeah, that's the system I was thinking of. No, I didn't know that Tomb Raider was on that. I know that there was Tomb Raider on the phone. And I mean, like, the actual, like, flip phones. I also remember there being a Kingdom Hearts game on those as well. I think there is. I haven't really looked into that, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure there is one or two of them that exists. Oh, it's just a standard Wallywag. A lot less threatening, too. Oh, that's close. That was sadly easy. Granted, they weren't much of a threat in Pikmin 3 as well, since rock Pikmin were a thing. But still, they're still dangerous with other Pikmin types. That is just, I completely destroyed it. Well, not completely destroyed it, but just, you couldn't do a thing to me. Oh, this thing. That's cool. I think I've only really did multiplayer, like, hardly... I think I only went to, like, one server ever, and it's, like, a friend's server. It's, like, my only experience with multiplayer with Minecraft. Oh, it's another one. I guess he's not going to attack me. Oh, these droplets are going to make it difficult. Wait. Oh, it's fine. That would make sense. Yeah, I've mostly just played it on PC. That gives me, like, so much time just to call them back. Oh, yeah, the treasure. Personal odor shield. So it makes sense that the droplet enemies were in a level where there's droplets falling. Makes sense. Oh. For a second I thought you got one on Pikmin. Okay, so there's that I have to bring down. Oh, that's gonna be obnoxious. So I guess I gotta kill it. It's gonna take forever. Oh yeah, it takes him a while to come back if I hurt him. Oh, is that treasure? Yeah. It is a bit of a shame that all the servers are shut down. Especially like games that are very reliant on online. I know that Monster Hunter is very online reliant, although you can easily just play it offline. Although, of course, there are some things that were exclusive online. And there's also, like, the games that are also just very focused on online. Stuff like Splatoon and all that. That would really just hinder the game overall servers get shut down for that, which will be a thing that will happen eventually. I mean, obviously the 3DS is very popular, partly because of its portability. To know, like, well, anyway, like in Japan or something, I know, like, handhelds are really popular over there just because everyone's, like, really busy and all that. And if, like, a 3DS or something, you can just bring it with you. I remember back when I had, like, 2 jobs, I was always playing my 3DS because obviously I was barely home, so that's pretty much all I had. Oh, it's 16 already. And another treasure. Okay, I was curious if I can just throw a Pikmin on top of that. Actually, I might not even... Oh! Let's get rid of that. But what I could do... Hopefully a drop doesn't hit me. Yep, I got hit. At least it doesn't hurt. That's the wrong button. But, guys, where are you going? I mean, that could depend on a lot of things, like... What really made it sell at the start was, like, all the games that were coming out for it. Like, really good games, like Zelda and then Mario. And just reimagining it to it. Really great levels are... I'm making it sound like it's just that simple. But yeah, almost hit that one. But, like, bringing Zelda into, like, this open world kind of game and then... Oh, I missed. And then, like, Mario, you just had it like this really big, expansive sandbox world for each level. But yeah, just these really big games just made really big. It just really helped the first year of the Switch's lifespan. And I believe this year the sales have also been slowing down, which wouldn't surprise me since not a lot has come out this year, mostly just ports. Although I'm sure it will really pick up when Smash Brothers comes out. But yeah, it would also kind of depend on what games and stuff come out for the system, and of course third-party support. That's a bit bothersome. Oh, that's it. Wallywag. Oh, he... Well, there goes my no death run. Yeah, it's kind of cool that they're bringing back all the characters. I don't think there was really one I was super excited over. Because I think all the ones I really wanted back were... that, well, yeah, all the ones that didn't make it into, like, Brawl or whatever came back in 4, and then Snake wasn't really that big of a character I wasn't that big into, but I know a lot of people like him, so that's really nice for everyone who liked him. But I remember with Smash 4, I was really bummed out that they didn't have Lucas and Roy. Shadow would have been cool, and it also would have made sense since Sonic's a character, and then we have like all these Echo characters, so it made sense. Oh, my energy went up. I'm also very close to hitting the maximum. Yeah, Sinner War. I think that was the one I was least excited for. Well, it was because before that you had like Ridley, and then I'm suddenly forgetting characters that yeah, and then like the Squidling, and then well, Squidling wasn't like a highly demanded character, but like Ridley and Simon, that was another one. Yeah, just all these characters that were just really highly demanded. I mean, I wasn't too big on Ridley. It was just, like I said, a really highly demanded character. I mean, honestly, I just would like another Metroid character, which we got 2 of them, so that was really nice. Then we also got another Donkey Kong character, which was also another highly requested character, King K. Rool, which that one's probably one of the cooler ones, in my opinion. I feel like it wouldn't have been so bad if Incineroar wasn't like the last one revealed. That's probably my biggest gripe, because you have like... Yeah, I do feel that part of the reason that Dixie Kong is highly demanded is because of the fact that she had... Well, it might have... Data files with Brawl made it seem like that she was going to be in the game originally. Then she also is a very liked character of Donkey Kong Country 2. It was also the character you would pretty much always play as in Donkey Kong Country 3, because nobody liked Kiddy Kong. Well, that doesn't look that hard. So I can just, like, do that. Oh, I can also move on this. Yeah, it was a challenge. Oh. I was gonna try to be fancy and just jump at it. Oh, can I not pick it up while flying? So I got even more blue Pikmin. Still have yet to find a yellow pellet. Of course, obviously the flying pellets as well are winged. Would that just be called a pink pellet? Oh well. Yeah, I think my biggest, or character I just kind of wanted the most in there was just like another Donkey Kong and then other Metroid character. Metroid characters wasn't too sure. I wouldn't think so. I remember when that first got revealed, I was just upset. Just like, they could have put any character, but instead they put a plant. But no, I kind of grew into like Piranha Plant. Actually, I think about it, there was another character I was kind of wanting. There was Isaac from Golden Sun. That would have been nice to have him, or just any Golden Sun character. Okay. Oh, so I'm gonna have to open these up. Probably nobody is. Not really sure why they put a piranha plant in there. Okay, so these things again. Oh, better not. There we go, safe. I don't even need the leaf, I can just fly over. I guess Waluigi had been alright. It's kind of cool, but I wasn't... Not really someone I would, like, ask too much other than, like, completion's sake. Since we have, like, Mario, Luigi, and Wario, so... Yeah, it makes sense to have Waluigi in there. Although one game Waluigi should have been in was, like, the new Super Mario Brothers games. Because you have, like, the yellow and blue Toad, it's just like... Well, why couldn't it be Wario and Waluigi? Actually, now I think about it, that's a very similar case of the piranha plant. Only, of course, not like a reveal or anything. It's just random characters taking the place of any other character would have been in. Oh yeah, I forgot about Daisy. I mean, I guess that one also does make sense because Echo Fighter and all that. And Waluigi, you probably would have to make something original of him. Probably about... Oh, they just come back. Especially since Waluigi has yet to have his own game, which... That's also a bit of a shame of its own. Although granted, he was a villain in Dance Dance Mario Mix. I think that's like one of the most noteworthy things about him than the fact that his first appearance was Mario Tennis for the N64. Also, oh. I just fly over. I'm an idiot. Yeah, also in the Game Boy Color version, which that was the version I had in. I really like the fact that they just have the Game Boy or Game Boy Advance versions too, but the Game Boy versions of the Mario Golf and Tennis, both like those games were just like RPGs. And I kind of wish that they brought that back with like the newer Mario Tennis games. And that was probably my biggest disappointment with like the Mario Tennis game on 3DS. Where you can like have custom characters and all that. Like, oh, just like the RPG, just like the Game Boy games. No, it's just percentages on a wheel or something. Then there'll also be like a lot of people who would play the game and just not do anything. Just sit there when it's their turn to serve. I've actually yet to play the original. I've been meaning to try to find that game since I do like to collect like games for the Wii. That's one of them on my list. Yeah, I didn't get that because I was never really big on Kirby. I think the only Kirby game I own was Kirby Tilt and Tumble, which I ended up losing that one. And then I also have Amazing Mirror because it was an ambassador game. Oh yeah, then I also have like was it called Superstar for the Super Nintendo? Yeah, I have the Super Nintendo one because it was on sale on the Wii U for like $1. And that was if you bought like Mega Man X along with it. So yeah, of course I bought that. And then the original Kirby, well, not the original Kirby game because that was on the Game Boy, but the Kirby's Adventure, or this Nintendo, the NES version, because it was like 30 cents on the Wii U. Can I just... No, I can't do that. I can try to see. What I'm trying to do is what I'm going to try to do is beat the game today, and if I can get a copy, possibly play the new Pokemon game coming out tomorrow. But yeah, we'll see about that. Have a good one. The only problem with that cutscene is it brings me further away from my Pikmin that I left there. Okay, so I just gotta go up these when the wind's not blowing, then go across this bit of a tedium. Well, what's this over here? Oh, okay, I see. That's if I fall. And then, yeah, kind of works. I feel like there'd be something super important over here. Oh, jeez. He's not gonna get me. Oh, it's just for Sparklinium. Which I really probably should have predicted that. That was close. Granted, it doesn't matter if they die or not, since I already had a couple deaths. And we're at the very end, so I don't need them for treasure. Yeah, I can just fly over that. And there's the exit. Oh, that's the desk. Oh, activity. Yeah, I'm really close to bleh. I'm very good at words today, apparently. Yeah, nearly filled out the meter. Pikmin found something. Oh, it's 10 Sparklinium. I also remember at the start of these streams and stuff, I could not remember what the name was. Oh, 10 more Sparklinium. Or just say it, because I don't know. It was a weird looking name. I can send them to do the grass, and then the winged Pikmin can get more of these rocks over here. Welcome back. Is that the boss? Yes, it is. Nope. Oh, it's a bonus stage. I guess you have to do D. Wait, what am I thinking? Because B branches off. Wait, does it? Oh, there's the pink one. Oh. Well. Actually, I don't even need to do that. Just... Oh. Got a little too excited of that jump there. Yeah, it was called a wing pellet. Which is a weird thing to call it. Makes sense though, but still weird. Since obviously the pellet isn't winged. Bed of fallen leaves. Just realized that all these stages are just for the flying Pikmin. I don't remember if all the other stages were just like all one Pikmin type. Or at least 3... No, 2 and 4. Okay, so there's obviously PC and then 360, PS3, PS4, Xbox One, 3DS, Vita, Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Wii U. But I think those are all the official release. Oh, and there's also iPhone and iPad. And I think you can also play it on a Nook. Well, that's poison water. What is it? Oh. Oh, I was about to say at least they didn't die. Before you even get a chance to say that one dies. Try and think of what else it could be on. Oh wait, that's a treasure. Right? Just nearly missed that. I might not be getting that. Oh wait, it was also on the Ouya. Forgot about that. Although granted it was just a glorified phone. Without the phone. Oh, yeah, Kindle. I can remember, like, the Nook, but I can't remember the Kindle. Also, that is, Balloon Fighter. It's a pretty alright game. Oh, I guess I'm not getting them back right now. Probably what I'm supposed to do is just have them bring them there and then circle around and they fly up. Yeah, exactly how it goes. Oh, huh, that's a weird resolution. Yeah, I knew that 3DS was 240. Now I'm thinking about it, it was also on the Apple TV. Yeah. Now I know that the Vita isn't like true HD. I experienced that with the PlayStation TV when I was... Like, the whole reason I got that is so I could attach it to a capture card. And that was a Bit of a mess to set up. So I had to hook that up to a converter. Oh, they did? Huh. Oh yeah, and there's also the fire stick. Forgot about that as well. Yeah, I had to attach it to a converter. It had to be a very specific converter. I actually didn't know that. Jeez, there goes all my wing Pikmin. I mean, I already lost one, so it doesn't matter too much. Oh, I just need to get to the end as well. Oh, well, I'm stupid. That was probably my dumbest mistake so far. I actually still need to play that. I have it on the Wii U, physical copy too. I've only put in like 1 or 2 hours. And there goes the rest of my flying Pikmin. It would probably be good to have it on the go. I probably would have had it on like a portable system as well. But I really like collecting physical copy games, and obviously when I saw the Shovel Knight one, I had to get that. Then I also got the amiibo for that so I could do the co-op. Yeah, they're still releasing Just Dance games on the Wii. And I remember back when the Switch came out, they released Just Dance for the Wii, Wii U, and the Switch at the same time. Technically, but each one has a different feature. Because I know the PlayStation version, or the PS3, I think specifically. If it was on the PS3, I don't remember. But yeah, it might have been PS4. But in that version, you can fight Kratos. And then on the Xbox version, you can fight a Battletoad. And then with the Wii U version, you have the co-op if you have the amiibo, which I think it's odd that they decided to lock that behind an amiibo. Well, I guess those two are just going to help out the grass. Yeah. I forgot which PlayStation version it was on. I should have just remembered it was also on the Vita. Yeah. I'm forgetting my years. Which is really bad since I have it on the Wii U, so I should know which generation it came out on. But it would have been nice if the Nintendo consoles had a Nintendo character you fought or something. I mean, co-op's nice, but again, it's a shame that it's locked behind an amiibo, which is probably now really hard to find nowadays. Oh, those are shearwigs. Oh, this is an interesting fight. Do I just not touch it? I feel like... Okay. I would reset, but I just want to experiment before I even do that, because I want to try to figure out how this boss fight works. Okay. Oh! I'm an idiot. I should have guessed to just throw them onto the top screen. But yeah, I just remembered that you also had, like, you could play PS4 games on the Vita, and I think I only did that once. Because I think when I first had the PS4, I only had one game that can do it, because obviously the Vita doesn't have shoulder buttons. So there's only so many games you can play it on. So it's just Shearwigs that are fighting me and not the actual boss. Yeah, technically I have a couple. I have a TV, and then, well, the PlayStation TV, and then I have the actual Vita itself. Wait. Oh, save them. Yeah, I got my Vita because it came with a 32GB memory card. It also came with a couple games that I was also really wanting on the system as well. But yeah, I also bought it from somebody that was selling it, so I didn't buy it for full price. In fact, with the memory card and all that, I think it was the price for the original 3DS, or not too... it might have been like current price for like a XL or something at the time. But yeah, it also came with like a couple games I was also wanting. So it was a really good deal for me. Oh, well that was easy. But yeah, I pretty much turned my Vita into a Persona machine. That's pretty much what I play on there. Oh, there are a few other games I played a lot on there. I know that Danganronpa was one of them. I can't remember what else I played a lot of. I guess there was Freedom Wars. Oh, is that next month? Oh, that's early. I thought that was coming out in March or something. Huh. I guess it's coming out earlier now. But yeah, the Persona 3 and 5 dancing games. Oh, I'd have to look at that. I know I have like every Persona game on the system. Well, other than like the new Persona games coming out, because they're not in America, and I'm probably just going to import the Japanese ones because I don't think there will be a physical copy for the new ones because they're discontinuing physical copies. Then I have both of the Danganronpa games on there. Actually, all three. No, not all three of them because there's 4, I think. Yeah, Danganronpa 2 and 1 and 2, and then the spin-off game that played a lot like Resident Evil. Then I also have Gravity Rush. And then there's also Freedom Wars, Tales of Hearts. Oh, but there we go. And then Tearaway, I think I mentioned that one. Oh, it snowed where you are? The past few days it has been really cold here, but it just got warm just today. Yeah, like, with Monday, it was like, in the 20s, and we did have a chance of snow, just never happened. Instead, we just got a lot of rain. Now I can just fly over. Well, I guess I would just land on that, so it wouldn't really work. Oh yeah, that is a bit further up north. I live more in the southern area of the United States, so it's a bit warmer there. But I think back when I was like in school and stuff, I guess I'm still technically in college, but yeah, I think we only had like no, Texas. But I think I've only had like 2 or 3 snow days ever. It's like some kind of weird bulb orb. Well, it isn't supposed to look like a bulb orb. It just does. I just can't. There we go. Yeah, I think with like lights and stuff, you can like go like pretty much anywhere in the country for free, which is a nice perk. Although I don't know the specific details. I remember I had a friend that wanted the job because of just the perk. Okay, so just don't get burned. But I remember, like, last year, it was, like, in the 60s and 70s, like, all winter long. Like, it just wasn't cold. But yeah, Alaska is probably really cold there. Oh, just sparkling yum. I don't think I even need to collect these anymore because I'm about complete. So whatever treasure I'd get... Oh! Fiery blowhog! Just too bad he can't hurt us. Well, you can hurt Olimar. Ouch. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you got snow there. But yeah, it rarely gets in single digits. Rarely gets in single digits. Rarely gets in the single digits here. Don't remember the last time that ever happened. Maybe it's the year before that. I remember it wasn't too long ago. Certainly wasn't last year, obviously. Well. But I remember one year we got a blizzard. And that was, crazy. Oh! Lost my chat. Oh, now I got it back. That was weird. Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. Do they name blizzards over there? So I know that they do that with hurricanes. Of course, I wouldn't know that all too well since they hardly ever happen. I think the one time it did happen is probably the only time it ever did happen. Okay. That's interesting to know. I remember the same thing happening earlier in the game. Oh, that's... No, I was clicking the wrong thing. It just... Or right thing. It's just I missed it. That's a fiery... Wait a minute. If that's not big, then why is the Bulborb so huge? This is inconsistencies. Bugs? Not really. And there probably are poisonous scorpions, although not where I am. Those are probably out in the desert. I know they're more common in California. Yeah, there really aren't that many scorpions here. Okay, so that's burning down. Well, I would assume. I haven't got stung or anything by one. I have yet to see one in person. I just know the bigger they are, the more, or less poisonous they would be. Understandable. We do get some pretty big spiders, though. And also a lot of black widows. Oh, I was supposed to use that to burn this. Well, I guess I'm coming back to the level then. That is, if there was treasure there, which I would assume there is. Yeah, there probably was treasure there, because it's, like, near the end of the stage. I'm probably just gonna have to kill it. Yeah, those are. Those are, like, one of the few poisonous things I can think of. But they're surprisingly common. Wait, this is a secret exit. Yeah, was a secret exit. I wouldn't imagine that being a normal one with how hidden that was. Especially right behind a fiery bolt, or not a blowhog, but a Bulborb. Or that'd be a Bulblax. I think the Bulblax was the smaller ones. Yeah, Bulblaxes are the small ones. I think. I just know that they're poisonous. I don't know if they actually kill or not. I mean, they're probably venomous, or enough to kill, if you don't treat it or anything. Kind of the same case as, like, snakes, because you can survive a venomous bite, it's just, you probably want to treat that right away, or if you don't, well, it's not going to end very well. No, I have yet to get bitten. Not by snake or spider. They're usually like in, like, I guess I'll explain it, like, under, like, boxes and stuff, crates. But they're usually just kind of in dark areas, just kind of, and out of, like, not in the way or anything. I think I've only seen, like, one rattlesnake ever. I know I've seen quite a few rat snakes. In one copperhead, only it was dead. Yeah, copperheads are also poisonous. Yeah, probably the most venomous things here are the snakes. It would sound pretty dangerous to... Well, I think bears are just more territorial. But yeah, it would still kind of be a bit scary, like, to scare bears away or something. Or you'd think, anyway. Since they are pretty strong. But of course, I'm also saying that as someone who doesn't deal with bears or anything, so I wouldn't know. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I think there might... Yeah, I know those are, like, territorial. And that's pretty much what I base all my bears off of. Well, that and pandas, because those are a bit of a different story. I think koalas technically don't count as bears. Oh, that's fine. I already got the no death reward. Oh, I don't hate them. It's just I don't have a lot of knowledge of bears. So obviously, like I kind of said earlier, bears aren't really around here. I mean, I think there are some in Texas in the mountain areas. I don't remember for sure. But I don't live in the mountain area, so... No bears here. Oh. Stream's considering. Is my internet still going? Sort of? Okay, that's not good. Everything else is saying it's online. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, because I just know that the, I'll also have, like, the stream kind of playing so I can see if anything happens or anything. I just know that's just stopped for a second. That was weird. Yeah, and the stream was still healthy, too. So I don't know if that's on my end or just YouTube's end. This spot again. Oh, I can just turn it around and just go. Doesn't work. Oh yeah, I heard that I heard that they're good for emulators. I've also heard that PSPs were also really good for that as well. I didn't have a PSP, so I don't know. Don't know for sure. I know they are good. So no, I had a couple friends that put ROMs and stuff on their PSPs. Oh, I should probably be paying attention. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, I was dumb for doing that. Yeah, pretty much all the PSP games that I've played were on the Vita. And then I only have like one PSP game, or one physical copy of a PSP game. And that was only because that was the only way to get a soundtrack for like Persona 1. So I got like the box set for that. Is it? God. Oh, is it back? Yeah, now it is saying that my video output is low. I could be having some internet problems. Check. It doesn't seem to be anything wrong right now. I can try refreshing again to see if I'm still having low output. Yeah, still a low output. Okay, so if that's the case, I'm clearly having some kind of internet problem. So probably what I'll try to do is I can beat the level and see how it goes. If it's still not, like, if I'm still having internet issues, I'll probably just end the stream early. Because no reason to keep going if it's just going to keep pausing and freezing all that. And I think I'm nearly done the level 2. So I think I'll just go on for... Actually, do I have the mic muted still? No, I don't. Okay. Yeah, there was another trophy or treasure here. I wish there was like some kind of way I can see how the stream is going, other than just like a color. So I just know that the output is low, and that's just going off YouTube because but I'm using my OBS is saying that my stream is healthy, so I don't know what the problem is. I do have a Twitter, which I do think I have that. No, I don't think I have it in the description. Thought I did. Yeah, I can probably just post that after the level. So I just thought I had that in the description. For, well, I do know I have that for like videos and stuff, but I thought I also had thought I also had that for like live streams, but it's just the Streamlabs, which that's just an automated thing because it doesn't really take you anywhere since I don't have any sort of donation thing set up. I mean, it's only like a 70 subscriber channel, so I don't think there is really a reason to have donations set up. No, I don't think I've ever used Snapchat. Oh, I just got the... Yeah, I reached 30,000. And more activity at the park. Oh, okay. I think Snapchat is the one where you just take pictures and post them? Or is that Instagram? I always get those two mixed up. Was that all of them? Oh, yeah, that is all of them. Well, I cleared out the park. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there would have been much I would post on there. That does make sense. And also, like, commenting on things and all that. There's a piece of the ship missing? Well, I guess that's the whole reason to beat the game, then. Okay, so, stream on OBS is healthy still, but video output is still low. Seems... it looks alright, kind of, on my end. Still getting, like, low video output. Okay, so there's clearly a delay. If you're just now seeing the 30,000. Oh, stream health. That doesn't help me. It's just telling me, oh, 742, your video output's bad. Thanks. I didn't know. Okay, that's good. So I'll probably keep going then. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, it's just streaming stuff on YouTube, it just isn't very informative. Like, live streaming, if it's telling you how good the stream is going, it just gives you a green, yellow, and red light. But it doesn't tell you, like, your output or whatever. So I just have to go by what OBS is telling me, and OBS is telling me a completely different thing, where it's saying, oh, your stream is very healthy. And then YouTube's like, nope, video output's really bad. Yeah, that much I know, but it was just like minutes, or like a minute or two ago, just like, oh, that's kind of behind. Yeah, especially since I'm also kind of watching this as well. So I can occasionally just look up and see what I was doing a few seconds. Where are my Pikmin? But usually when I'm concerned about it being back is usually when it's really far back. I personally prefer PC, but that's me. I just like the mouse and keyboard controls. Mostly just with first-person games. I mean, I could also mod it, but I pretty much never do that. Another version, I'd say probably the Switch. Probably my biggest problem with the Vita, other than memory cards right now, is the fact that I can just never remember I own it. So I still need to, like, beat Persona 2 Innocent Sin on there so I can go play the other one. And I'm, like, right at the end of the game, too, and I just never remember to do so. Then I also have a bunch of other games on the Vita I just barely touched. That's nice. I remember I was going to try to find a physical copy. I think... Actually, I don't even remember what system. But mostly just for collection's sake. Do I bounce again across these? No, these are not solid. So I thought. Oh, these break. I guess I know what to do then. I guess this is a nice puzzle element. Because you could probably do the whole level without it. Nothing really wrong, it's just console preference. Then, like the Vita, I just don't know. I just keep forgetting I have it. Yeah. And there's also the advantage with the Switch where I can also put it on the TV while also having it portable. The advantage I would have with the Vita is it's more portable, because the Switch isn't the most portable thing in the world. Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, that was close. I was worried the sheer grub would have killed it. Okay, let's try this again. That was weird. I probably won't do like P.O. boxes, or at least not like at this point with the channel. Like maybe if it gets like popular or something, I can probably do that. But I do kind of hate asking like for things, or just be like randomly sent things. Oh, there's the exit. I can probably still find a copy of Epic Yarn. Because they still, like, GameStop and stuff still sells those. Or sell Wii games. So I know I'll occasionally, like, check the Wii section to see if I can find a rare game. Like, every now and then I'll find something that's really hard to find. Can I just run through now? Yep. Oh, wait. In some cases, yes. I remember there was, like, this one game, I think it was called, like, The Grudge. It's based off, like, a Japanese horror movie. But, it's not a very good game, but it's very rare. But it's not expensive, only because GameStop sells it for, like, $20. And that is the only reason why it isn't expensive. Of course, that's like the only case I can really think of. Because yeah, GameStop's pretty overpriced sometimes. Especially if you try to like return a game and get like nothing. Like I was really amazed with one game. I believe it was Mario Galaxy 8 when I went to go trade that in. I think I got like $7 off that. That was like the most I ever got for anything. I also regret trading that in. Because that was a good game. Yeah, I don't really do that anymore either. But like, that was like when I was back still in school and I needed money. So I had to get money somehow. And I think that ended up going towards Kid Icarus Uprising. Because I know I sold a lot of games for that. Because I had like absolutely no money. Granted, I think most of the games I did sell. Yeah, that is one of the advantages of having a job. Although, oh, jeez, I dropped a lot of Pikmin. I don't think there's really anything you can get at that point. Because most jobs won't accept anyone until you're like 16. 15 for like special situations or whatever, like if you need to get like money for the family or something. I think that's like the only instance I can really think of. Oh, I'm about to leave the dungeon. Or dungeon level. They're both the same thing. Oh, that is not... There we go. Now my mute key... the mute key isn't working. Oh well. I was just gonna try to drink some water without having that being picked up by the mic. Actually, now I think about it, I could just manually mute it. Oh, do I just... That's kind of dumb. Oh wait, I have like all these Pikmin now. So I can use the amiibo. I guess it depends, because I also kind of have to have the game. And also kind of depends if would it be interesting to watch. So no, like Xenoblade or something, that would have been like something to stream or something, but not really a fun thing to watch. It's also why I don't really play a lot of RPGs on here. So I think I tried that with like Persona 4, and that was just the worst. Quite a few. Like, I do have like downloaded games, but I obviously can't play them on this 3DS since this one's not hooked up to like the eShop or anything, so I wouldn't have those. But I think of like the games I do have. I have like 2D Land, or 2D Land, 3D Land obviously, and then Mario Kart. Well, that's fire. And then, no, I don't have it. And again, that would be a download game, so I wouldn't have it on here regardless. Unless if there's a physical copy. And if I did Minecraft, it would probably be PC version. Oh! Since that is the most up-to-date version. Oh. That was easy. Okay. Which ones I have? Give me a second. I'm gonna have to do that manually. And I'm back, and yes, I do have Smash 3DS. I grabbed a few random games, and I mean, I do have a lot more, but what I grabbed randomly, Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D, codenamed Steam, which that was not a fun game, which was a bit of a shame since I was excited for that one. Shin Megami Tensei for both versions. Paper Mario Sticker Star. Both of the Devil Survivor games. Just the 3DS versions, not the DS versions. I have Blaze Blue. Blaze Blue was an interesting game. Mostly because it was like, it's the only game I can think of on the 3DS that you cannot put on standby mode when you close the 3DS. And also, you can only use the D-pad, which was questionable. And then have like basically every Fire Emblem game on the 3DS except for Warriors, since I have that on the Switch, and it honestly wasn't a game I was that excited for. Then I also have like a whole bunch of JRPGs. Just when I'm trying to find reference to something just sitting around me, just JRPGs. Which most of those would not be all that interesting. I think the only thing that would be really interesting at all would be like Devil Survivor and possibly Fire Emblem. Yeah, I've done that, mostly for the Wii U version, and I do plan on doing the new version when that comes out, which is partly why I am trying to get back into streaming, so I can get ready for like when Smash Ultimate comes out. But I remember I did that with like Miiverse closing. That was like really, a lot of people really liked that. I think that was the second most watched stream that I ever had, with the first one being like Pikmin, which I did that in celebration of this game, where I just streamed Pikmin, and honestly I never really expect people to show up, and then just I look at the viewers watch, or just the chat, just in case, and then there's like 10 people watching. It's like, well, where all these people come from? So yeah, I just did a lot of Pikmin streams after that. I mean, I really do like the Pikmin game, so it's not a problem. Oh, they keep coming. Oh, jeez. I could do something else where I play, like, all the Smash games. Melee may be a bit of a weird situation, because I no longer have a physical copy of that. I only just have, like, an emulator of that. I mean, granted, I could hook up a GameCube controller to the PC, but it's still kind of weird. And obviously, I wouldn't be able to do online or anything. Well, the online would only be, like, for 3DS and Wii U. But the Wii U one would also be easier to do, since all I need is just friend codes, and then I can just add people to, like, a room or something. And with the 3DS version, it is a little more complicated, but I could probably do that. I think. Should be a way where you can just get friends to play a game. But one thing they should have done, which is a bit of a missed opportunity, well, actually no, because they both have different stages and all, but one thing that would have been cool, even if it couldn't be done, was cross-play between the two games. Oh, okay, so I gotta go there. Probably for whatever new system comes out. Because So I think it's on everything current. So do I just not go there? There's 2 doors. Okay, so I guess I'm leaving the reds behind. Oh, no. Can't go that way. Maybe it's just one of those treasures that teases you. Oh, that'd be a weird thing to have it on. But they have it on Nooks and stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised. Which, really aren't made for games or whatever, but people put games on them. Granted, the CDI also wasn't a video game console, but it's mostly known for that. Mostly for a few infamous games on there. Although I think I used to have an emulator for the CDI. But I just ended up getting rid of it because, like, the 2 games I wanted to play on there was, like, the Zelda CDI games. Like, I can play the game fine and everything, but I couldn't watch the cutscenes, and that was just, like, a deal breaker for me. Like, oh. So, like, there's, like, no reason to play it. Yeah, the only thing I could, cutscene-wise, I could get working on that was, like, the intro cutscene and then the tutorial. I can actually probably get Winged Pikmin too. That could depend on a few different factors. Probably one of them would be how big the modding community would be, since that's part of why it also just kind of is kept alive, since there's so many mods and stuff that are in the game, it just adds to the livability of the game. Of course, with Minecraft being as open-ended as it is, a lot of the fun is just kind of what... Like, you'll keep having fun in the game as long as you can, like, keep coming up with things to do in the game. But I do hold that to be very true, since that's where a lot of my enjoyment comes with the game. Oh, that's close. Oh, they just follow. So it won't be going anywhere soon. Especially since it's still popular, so that's a very clear sign of it still being popular, or just still kicking all that, like, years to come. But of course, it can also be really hard to say. But I still think it still has a good few years on it. Most certainly. That is weird. Oh, it's a ladder? That is if there is a, well, I'd hope to assume there would be an PS5, but, also whatever the new Xbox would be, and then, whatever the next Nintendo system would be. So, yeah, there would probably be Minecraft on those systems. It is kind of a weird generation right now, since, well, yeah, they're just like, there was the PS4, and then Xbox One, and then you had the Wii U, and now we have the Switch, but we're still with, like, the PlayStation 4 and then the Xbox One, so... Well, just newer versions of those systems, so... It's really hard to say as to where we are in this generation, as... Are we in, like, a new generation, or... still in the current one? I guess I'm flying over this one. Here's the exit. Here's drop. Oh, guys. There we go. Certainly, and it could still dominate, because the gimmick of having it on the go and then well, actually, yeah, it pretty much is just like the power of the home console, but you can take it with you. So that's really cool that you can do that. Well, obviously, it's not as powerful as like modern like home consoles and all that, but it's still pretty neat of how much power you can get on there. Of course, with the cost of the battery life, which, yeah. Yeah, I think what can really have the Switch dominate is the third-party support, and then how Nintendo keeps supporting it. I think it was like, maybe it was 2 or 3, maybe 2 or 4. I think I had a game go on for like nearly 4 hours before the Switch was like about to die. And I also remember with that road trip, after I came home, my AC adapter actually died on me, which I don't know how that happened. That was disappointing. $2020? Okay. But yeah, the last game on the Switch will, not the Switch, but the last game that will probably be released on the Wii will probably just be Just Dance. 'Cause I don't know who else is making Wii games. I still yet to find a yellow pellet. The inconsistencies of just not finding all the pellets is just bothering me. Yeah, typically the last games to be released on consoles and stuff would usually be like a Madden or something. Whatever EA Sports game is, which is like EA Sports game in general. Just whatever they choose to put on their last. But yeah, there's no yellow pellet because I have all the others. It's just like that one empty space. And I guess part of that would just be because you also have the yellow Pikmin in the first level, or first sector. Which is also where you get the reds, and it was mostly red focused. I was about to say this stage looks familiar until I remembered, oh wait, I'm redoing this level. Wait a minute. What if there's something down there? This could potentially kill me. It did. Oh, it doesn't kill me. That is weird. I'll just restart the area just so I have the Pikmin. Yeah, I know, like, crushing stuff will just instantly kill you, but not falling. It's a platformer. Well, I guess, like, some of the newer Mega Man games kind of did that if you played it on easy. But those kind of also make sense, since it also was the easier difficulty, and it's only the easier difficulty. Hi, fish. I lost some Pikmin again. Oh. Right, so I'll probably have to, like, get the lights again if I'm in... Well, that is if the treasure's... Well, if the first treasure is in this area. I would assume, since the other two are. I think that was the exit. So, probably go down. Actually, I probably haven't gone this way. And that's a bad idea right there. But shear grabs are up there. No way, I've been here. Oh. Well, I should have been paying attention. Oh. Okay. Well, I get... keep him back. I'll probably just double check. So used to having the wing Pikmin. Curious if I can do anything on that platform, which is probably just there to catch you in case you don't have the lights on. I actually just might be a little lost of where I haven't been. Oh, I've been there because I can see the treasure that I already claimed. So obviously that's not the right direction. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I've gone this way. This is where I discovered sunlight. Or that I can break the ceiling anyway. And then just went back and tried every tunnel. Yep, that was exactly where the treasure was. That is depressing. The one path I didn't go down was the one. It's just the more obvious path to go down. And when I've been down too, it's just I discover I can break the ceiling. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go try that over here. One more. 'Cause I'm pretty sure this is the exit over here. Yeah, that is the exit. At least it was quick to get to. Actually, it's about near 2 hours. I'll probably still keep going. Assuming this is the last level. Or sector anyway, not level. Oh, wait. Actually, that would mean there are... Okay, so of this sector, there are 3 more levels. C, D, and E. So I'm nearly there. And if it took me a little over an hour to do all of Sector 5, it could be like 30 minutes. Maybe. It depends on how long these levels go. And if I can find all the treasures. Obviously I found... I keep saying obviously. But, yeah, I did find the secret exit to this sector already, so... Yeah, when I have the red Pikmin, they're not so dangerous. Even with 4 Pikmin, which that's been established already. This game. Since they force you to fight a more powerful one with just 4. Oh! Safe. And there is treasure. Oh, that's gonna be... Yeah, that's something I can just fly to. No Pikmin no Pikmin required. I thought I lost a Pikmin there. That's good. Oh, jeez! I have 4 somehow. I thought that killed like all but 1. So there goes no death. Yeah, I was just... I only went back to check that. See if I can just go up it. So that was a waste. I can't get them back. At least not here anyway. And I'll probably just go the rest of the level without losing a single Pikmin. Just because I lost one. Well, not even one, just half of them. Oh! I jinxed it. Now we have 3 Pikmin. I'm probably not going to be able to get anything with them. Although, if this is where that treasure is, I don't need Pikmin. Well, still, that's 3 Pikmin. Now, if you can't get any of the other Pikmin back... Oh. Now, if you can't get any of the other Pikmin back, Well, other than like 1, because I know it's gonna give me 1 back, because I need at least like 4 for like blocks and stuff. Right. Just anything that requires Pikmin to operate. So yeah, I will get 1 back for sure. That's the wrong button. Yeah, there's 1. So the problem is, if I don't have enough, I'm going to have to go down. It would be nice if I can see where the chestnuts are. Some more Pikmin. Oh, 1 tripped. Is that the same one that just tripped earlier? And there are more Pikmin. Although, those might just be Pikmin just to give you, or just to get back if you lost any. Maybe. Hard to say, really. And I can see there's something. Oh, actually. I can just. Oh, I was gonna just. Oh, there's nothing there. So that was for waste. Can I just not throw my Pikmin high enough? Or are there yellow Pikmin that I have to get? Red bug. Or reds. Wait a minute. Oh, that's a red bug. Thought that was yellow Pikmin or something. Like, oh. I've only got 1 treasure. I'm at the end. That is probably a death pit. Oh, yeah, that is a death pit. Oh! They survive. And now they don't. Well, I'm definitely redoing that level. Yeah, that one's still not working. So it's probably the least amount of treasure I ever got in 1 level. And then these levels, which... Welcome back, Gamer Agent. But yeah, Sparklinium levels. Which, there is no real point in me for doing these now. Since I have the max. Guess I'll just do it anyway. Oh wait, these are just falling. I probably shouldn't be throwing all my Pikmin. I missed the clock. It's fine. Like, I really don't care for the high score. I guess that's kind of how you're supposed to do it. Which I didn't do. I know now. And that's ever if I go for a high score, which... Again, there's no point for me to replay this level, and I probably won't even try to go for a high score. It's probably what the spot pass is, because I noticed that was a feature. Probably not going to turn on spot pass. Even though that correlates to the internet connection and not just walking by people. I forgot what the difference between the 2000 model was. Remember there was one key difference. I'll just probably go. Oh, that was close. Okay, that makes sense. And back up the ladder. That makes sense. Since the reason you were saying earlier is because they weren't powerful enough for, like, PSP, and a more powerful version would make sense. Oh, there's treasure over there. Like, right there. Actually, I can probably just walk over there. Yes, I can. How'd I miss that? Well, bad question, because I know why I missed it. Yeah, it was just right there. Seems like they're just kind of adding things one at a time, just... Actually, will this give me treasure? Oh, this is kind of weird. So... Actually, no, I think I know how to do this. I can fly over there, I can climb this, and then just drop and climb. Okay, I didn't think it was gonna give you anything than Sparklinium, which is kind of why I passed it the first time. Figured I'd try it. I usually just go for 2 hours, but I might be at the end of the game, so I'm gonna keep going till I get to the boss. And, if it's not the end of the game, well, I'll just stop there. I can't skip the cutscene, so obviously this isn't where I was last time. Yeah, we're currently in level C of the sector. And there are 6 levels, including X, so we still have... Oh, there's the last one. So we still have D, and then we'll have E. The boss will be on level E. Oh, there's another chicken. I can probably just... Yep. So after this level, it'll just be 2, and that's going to come back down. Probably, but I do have some things I do need to do. Like, I do have some homework I have to get to, but it's not very, like, complicated or elongated homework. It's just I would like to knock it out before Friday. Especially since with one of my classes, I can start on my final exam, which that would kind of be nice to get to. Just kind of make some progress on that. Now, of course, I don't think Hey Pikmin is the funnest game in the world, so I just don't want to do like 3 or 4 levels, or sectors, just kind of in one sitting. Then I also need to turn the heater off, because it actually is kind of getting hot in here. Since the weather has been getting a little warmer. I think it's like in the 50s or 40s right now. I don't think it's likely, but it would be nice if they did have another system. Well, I can't really say with the PSP since I never owned one, but I kind of like the Vita. It's a very console with a lot of potential. I wouldn't say it's terrible, it's just not that great. Oh yeah, without a doubt. It's easily the weakest entry. I mean, like, even the 3, with its biggest problem being its linear, just how linear it was, you still have, like, the world and all that to explore, like, once you get to the end of the story, and that's when Pikmin 3 becomes, like, really good. But here, it's like a 2D platforming level, just there's no platforming. How am I supposed to go? Like, there's fire on each end, and... Oh, I think I know what I'm supposed to be doing. Gotta throw the yellow... This is the wrong way, yellow. Oh, I can also throw them over. No, 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 no! Yellow, you're gonna die. I am surprised he did not die. There he goes. Wait, how'd you get over there? Oh, when I used the whistle, I called another one to replace the one I just lost from this one. Stack of leaves here. So this is like a level for the red Pikmin, only there's no red Pikmin. Okay, so I can see there's water in those, which that's probably how I'm gonna defeat the Bulbul X. Yeah, I think the PSP did sell decently. Obviously, the DS sold a lot more, but it still did pretty well. The Vita just did not sell all that well. And just kind of like with the Vita, it was really known for its RPGs on there. Well, it actually is quite a lot. But yeah, that's a huge contrast in differences. 12 versus 80. That's also probably including the Vita TV, which is a very cheap alternative. Although, of course, you can't play all Vita games on it, which is probably the biggest downside to the Vita TV, or PlayStation TV. That, and you'd also need, like, a PS4 controller if you want to use, like, touch controls. And even then, it's still kind of awkward. So yeah, it's not, like, the absolute replacement of, like, a Vita, but still a pretty serviceable, or serviceable is probably not even the right word for that, but a suitable. I just realized I have not gotten a treasure yet. Yeah, it's a good alternative, especially since the Vita TV's like $50. But of course, that also means you would have to buy a memory card, which is, if you want like a good one that's like more than $50, like even with like the normal Vita, if you want like to get like a 62 gig or 64 gig, you would have to like pay over $100, and I think that's even with the price drop. Because later the Vita became like $50, or not $50, but $100. So that would mean that like you could get like a memory card that's more expensive than the system itself. Which that's ridiculous. Well, that's an enemy. Probably shouldn't be too worried because I already lost Pikmin, so there isn't much to lose. Yeah, I believe that. Actually, I think the PS4 recently outsold the PS4. I mean, yeah, the PS4 totally outsold the PS4. Yeah, I think the PS4 recently outsold the PS2. And for the longest time, the PS2 was the most sold home console. I mean, I could be wrong. I do need to double check that. But I think that's what the case was. Am I gonna have to kill all my Pikmin? Because I can't reach that. And I can get out just fine with Olimar by himself. Okay. And probably where I heard that was just incorrect. Because I haven't really checked the numbers, I just heard that was a thing. Okay, so this is working. Although I'm pretty sure this isn't what was intended for the player to do if they fell down here. I think this is just a case of bad level design. Or they just did not think of that, where it's a pit. Want to get out, you gotta kill your Pikmin. Because if that was the case, they probably would have intended more level design. Oh, there's treasure. Actually, I'm thinking about it. Is this actually intentional to just... No, because they come back down. And I can't go up. Okay, that makes sense. Especially... Oh! They're doing something. That was a bad idea. Oh, well, there's my yellow Pikmin now. There's 4, and that's a bad spot to get them. I mean, I can totally use them there. It's just... Yeah, put it right next to the enemy that's made of fire. Yeah, and I also had no idea there was fire over there. They just kind of went for it. It's like, oh, they're doing something. This must be what I'm supposed to do. And they just all died. He's like, yeah. Okay, that still works. I am just trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. Other than just going to the exit. There's some more yellow. Oh, well, that's just, guess I'll just... I just lost some Pikmin. Do I have... No, I don't have all of them. There they are. So I guess I'll try going down here, which I think I've already been to? Yes, I'm pretty sure I've been here. Because this is where I killed the chicken bird. There's a Bulblex. Who's just kind of sitting there. For reasons I don't know. There's an other... Okay, I thought you could go through there, and it's like, why would you do that? Oh, that would be cool, but I don't think that would really be possible in the 3DS. I mean, I would like to have another Splatoon game where I do have, like, the tablet where I can just look down and just teleport at any time. You know, this was here the whole time and I never noticed it. That could be hard to say, because it seems that Nintendo wants to... The focus on the Switch is to be a home console that just happens to be portable. But of course, a lot of people are just using it as a portable console. So it would be hard to say, so... I feel like they would want to come out with a new portable system to replace the 3DS. But of course, with the Switch, it is kind of hard to say. Although it could also be a case that we're seeing with like the PS4 and the Xbox One, where the 3DS might not have like a next generation, but instead just have, well, not like a next generation right now, but just a more powerful variant that will just continue on for like a few more years. Yeah, this is a bit of a weird console generation. Just have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here. Actually, does this go up? Yes, it does. This may be where I need to go. I feel like an idiot. I just had to backtrack. There appears to be nothing over there. Yeah. And it also has its own exclusive library, which, kind of as we said it... Is that Wario Land? No, wait, that's Donkey Kong Land. Oh, and there's the other treasure. Yeah, that is Donkey Kong Land. First one, I think. not the second one, which I remember when Donkey Kong Land 2 was on the Game Boy. That was really popular, because that's like the one game that all my friends had and I just did not have. Same thing of like Mario Land, I think is what it was. Which I never got that until the 3DS Virtual Console. So, my idea is... That doesn't... No, it does work! Okay. So now I'm going to get rid of the map so I can see what I'm doing. Yes, that's what I was supposed to do. I do gotta say, I'm surprised that they have yet to have a virtual console for the Virtual Boy. Like, 3DS has, like, 3D and all that, so it makes sense. But of course, the problem is there's only so many games on there. And most of them really weren't good, which... I can only think of, like, 3 of them that were good. I mean, just from off of what I heard. Because obviously there was Wario Land, which that was, like, the best thing on there. There was, like, some, robot boxing game that I heard was decent. And there was also Jack Brothers, which, even if... Well, I heard it was good, but not really amazing, but it's also, like, the first Shin Megami Tensei game we got, like, in America before the first Persona. So there is a bit of intrigue with it. I think that also didn't come to America. A worst console, I forgot the name of it, but there's like some, there's one console, it's not really a console, it's like one of those computer sort of things. But, they tried to make like a console version of it to compete against like the NES. Oh, are we already at the boss? Am I at D? I was on D the whole time. Blazing Winds. But, so, yeah, they tried to make, like, a console version of it. But the thing is, they built it just like... Oh, yeah. PC Classic. The thing is, the PC Classic didn't have any games on it. So I don't get the reason why you wanted the Classic version. It's just outdated technology. Unless you really want to put in, like, console commands. Oh, it's a fiery blowhog. This is not going to be the last boss, is it? Because this would be a weird last boss. I mean, I guess it would kind of make sense if they had like a Emperor Bullblacks or something. Also, now that I'm saying that, watch that totally be like the last boss or something. So I guess he's supposed to like suck up the bomb rock. Oh. That's not gonna hurt me. No, I don't. He's just not sucking it. Do I throw the... Oh, okay. I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something. Yeah, I'll just discover what it is when we get there. And that is ruined. Wait, there's these caves here. Oh no! That would have been a disaster. Yeah, so let's try this. Okay. Okay, so we have like a big version of the fiery blowhog. I'm just kind of concentrating right now. The thing that kind of makes this a bit odd is the fact that we had like a bulborb, which is huge. But that kind of, I guess, sort of makes sense because it's like you don't see bulborbs as a common enemy, and then like the smaller ones that we're seeing are bulblaxes. Yeah, it makes sense. But in this game, we also have the normal blowhogs. That is gonna burn. Okay, I got the pattern. Was that where we got the bomb? I'll just do this so I'm holding on to it. So yeah, that's the fake out. I'm gonna try use like some kind of spread. Then he's gonna blow. Or suck. And I just killed it without losing a boss. And without... Well, I did. I just got... Is that the Crystal Skull? Yeah, it's the Crystal Skull. Or the refrigerators. It's probably an old joke at this point. Oh, there's another area. Well, I was hoping to have the game done, like, today in time for Pokemon. Are we going to the Arctic? No, that's... God dang it. That's like the most, like, in a Pikmin game, too. Like, worldwide. I mean, there are less, technically. Okay, let me... Where are these all the way in back? It looks like it's going to be, like, 2 or 3 more sectors. That's a bit of a pain. Okay, so if all these are bosses, do we have like 4 sectors? Or maybe like 3 with like a final boss of like 2 phases? That is lame. Oh, so there's 9. Jeez, I guess we're not getting this done this week. But I still got 3 more worlds. But yeah, as I said, I'll just end it here because it's been going on for like 2.5 hours. So yeah, I'll probably just stop it there. But yeah, do have a good night, Gamer Agent.